Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video. And before we hop in, shout out to Henry, you're the winner of the giveaway. So make sure to go comment on that so that way I can ship it to you. And let's hop right in. So we got TVV Asked with 825 rating versus Dark Leont with 1099 ratings. So it's going to be another high rated DB video. And let's hop right in. We're going to see Dark win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. He's going to get to chooses to go first. 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. Opening hand is Ash, UA Hyper Stadium, UA Blockbacker, Imperm, and Signing Deal. Two hand traps, that's good. Neither high impact, but will work versus pretty much every matchup. This is a really good starter in the deck. Just summon anyone from deck, like it's so good. And then he has Boots, Cloak, Tear, Ash, and Cloak. This card's insane. This card is like Dark Greffer, and it brings itself back. So this card's really good. Normal summon, and then use the effect, get rid of Cloak. He's going to chain Imperm to that. Then special summon Boots. Make Cherubini. If you open up like just a Boots or just a Cloak, you can still make Dragoon. I have seen that a lot with this deck because they make Amirage and then get Shade. And then make Link Spider, and then go into it. The Predator Planet. It's pretty cool. Cherubini, Sentier. Already has one engraved, so he's just getting another one there. Boots. He's going to Ash that. I don't agree with that because Cloak could grab Shade now, and then he can make Rusty. So I think I would just like Ash the Rusty whenever it came out. And then Tear comes out. Okay, yeah, he could, yeah, also doing that, saving the Shade. That's better than what I said. I'm learning this deck. Not learning it, but I mean, I don't know the combos for this deck yet. Rusty effect, Sentier. So, he always wants to keep one of these engraved. That's pretty obvious by the way he's playing. He's going to set Fog, and then set Shade. Pass turn, draws Foolish Goods. Uses Foolish Goods. That's going to send Penalty Box. And then use that, and that's going to add UA Stadium. Activate Hyper Stadium, and that's going to let him add. He's going to add Spiker. So I don't even know what this one does. So you can special summon this card by returning one UA. You control it to hand. They pretty much all have that effect. And then during your opponent's main phase, you can shuffle one level 5 or higher UA monster from your hand into the deck. And if you do, special summon a UA with a different name. That's good. And it's a level 4? Holy, yeah, that's really good for the deck. And then Hyper Stadium, reveal UA Stadium, pay 1,000. And then he's going to get an extra normal summon this turn. Activate UA Stadium, normal summon Spiker. He's going to get Stadium effect to add. And then he's going to Ash that. He's going to use Signing Deal, bring out Manager. I don't know what this one does either. If you normal summon or special summon a UA monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. And then this card's special summon, you can activate one of these effects. Target and destroy a card on board, or negate the effects of all face-up monsters on the field until the end of the turn except UA monsters. So he's not going to negate effects, obviously. It takes 24 from the burn. Bounce, summon out block. And he's going to bring out Manager. So Stadium is Chainlink 1. And then this is Chainlink 2 because this is mandatory. And then that comes out. He's going to target the Fog Blade. He's going to chain. He's going to go to battle phase, Spiker, beat over Rusty. All these dudes are gaining 500 attack. And then pass turn, draws Nadir Servant. So he's playing the Dogmaticus too. That's a good sign. Just because, like, those cards are good. He's going to Shade summon itself out. Normal summon out Cloak. Go in the Link Spider. See, I told you, just everyone's on that Link Spider. And then make what? That doesn't make sense. Why would you like? You can't use a Link to make IP. So like he could have just used Shade and Cloak. I thought he was doing that so he can make the Predaplant. That was not good. But so that should just be an extra deck. Cloak effect, add boots. Hopefully it doesn't go into like access code and like banish that or somehow use it. That's probably the only way to actually use it in the deck. And then since Cloak was banished, summon out Tier. He's gonna use Blockbacker. So he's negating and switching that to defense, which I guess is fair. Going to Unicorn. Oh, he really is making the Axos code. And it's going to come up too because he only has 2 pops. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, he's going to pop and then effect again. Pop, which he shouldn't be able to do that time. And then he's going to beat over Spiker. So, was there not something that he could use to tag out into? I guess there's nothing like really good. I mean, he didn't even have like a card in hand for Ace. Bring out Rusty and then just attack for game. Now moving on to game 2, we're gonna see UA go first. I want to see a classic UA OTK. This deck used to be crazy. Shout out to Judd. Opening hand is Playing Manager, Ash, Stadium, Veiler, Spiker. It's not like this deck was the best deck, but this deck was a sleeper deck for sure. And then he has Ash, Dark Magician, Fogblade, Nadir Servant, Fogblade. Oh yeah, you're gonna see hands like that when you're playing a lot of bricks in the deck. Activate Stadium, normal summon Spiker. He's gonna get Stadium effect to add, and he's gonna Ash that. And then pass turn, draws Ash. That sucks. He has nothing except for his Dogmatic Engine. And that's going to get hit with Ash. And then he's going to Spiker effect. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm so dumb. I just realized Spiker isn't on board. It's from hand. Oh, see, I'm learning these. Trust. So he's going to shuffle back the manager and then bring out Ace. And this is the cool one. This is the one where if your opponent uses something, you just discard, negate, and destroy. And then this goes back to hand. Alright, I actually really like this card. I read it wrong the first time. But returning itself to hand is also really good for the Stadium. Well designed. Set 2 Fogblade, pass turn, draw macro. He could have ashed that if he wanted to, but it's going to normal summon Spiker, Stadium, get hit with Ash. And then switch to attack for 38 because this gains 500 from Stadium. Set macro, and this just like keeps gaining him 500. Like eventually this perfect ace will be at like 3k and just a negate. It'll pretty much become like a Dragoon. Oh, draws the 3rd Fogblade. Yeah, that's GG's. Well, actually, maybe not. Just because it can stop attack. Draw deal. It's going to activate it, bring out Dunker. And then Stadium, make them all gang 5. Battle phase, attack with Dunker. And then attack with Ace. He's going to Fogblade it. Attack with Spiker. He's going to Fogblade it. Pass his turn. And then he's going to draw Tier. Normal summon. And he's going to use macro. And then he's just going to admit defeat. He could have tried living off of like Fogblade there. Just maybe because his extra deck is kind of weird and maybe he doesn't have anything good. He could have even like Fogbladed his own monster next turn so that way he can't get attacked. Opening hand is UA Stadium, Spiker, Ace, Hyper Stadium, and Rhoda. So no hand traps. You don't like seeing that. And then he has Judgment, Nadir Servant, Rhoda, Quick Launch, Red Eyes Fusion. So he's also playing the Rockets. So wonder how many hand traps he's playing. He can't be playing a lot since he's playing like 3 Fogblade, Old Phantom Knights, Dogmaticas, Rockets, Red Eyes. I mean, maybe there's enough space for hand traps, but it sounds like a lot. Quick Launch. That's going to bring out Tracer. This engine is so good, like the Chaos Ruler stuff. Striker Dragon, add Boot. Like, Chaos Ruler just says mill 5 and then add a Darker Light. It's nuts. Activate Boot, Striker Dragon, pop itself, add Tracer. I've seen a lot of people do that recently. They activate Boot and then Striker effect, which doesn't make sense. Boot, summon out Tracer. Tracer, pop Boot, bring out Recharger. And then turn those into Chaos Ruler effect. And he's going to have to add the Red Eyes Black Dragon if he wants to go for any Red Eyes Fusion combos this turn. Or this was a decent mill. Like, he got this engrave. It sucks to hit Shade, because now he has a trap engrave. And he probably only plays 1 Shade anyways. He's going to add back Tier. Then normal summon, effect. Get rid of Fusion, send Cloak. Yeah, if he only plays 1 Fusion, then it doesn't even matter. And then Cloak, add Boots. And then special summon Boots. Turn those 2 into Cherubini. Cherubini effect. We gotta remember that he's locked in the darks in the extra deck. He's gonna send Tier. And then Boots to add Fogblade. And then Tier's gonna come back. He's gonna turn those 2 in the Rusty effect to send Cloaks, set Fogblade. And then Nadir Servant, send Ash, add Ecclesia, and then summon, get Punishment. Holy. So he has Fogblade, Judgment, Fogblade, Punishment. He's going to add Night. So that's 5 interruptions. And this can send Elder. And then he's going to have insane follow-ups. And the Chaos Ruler can be a follow-up too if it's outed. Draw Spiker for turn. Yeah, he really needed a hand trap. No Shifter. Yeah, Shifter would be a really good hand trap in this deck. Well, I mean, it would hurt it a little bit, but I think it would be worth playing probably. Hyper Stadium. Shifter is like one of the best hand traps. Add Manager. Just not a lot of decks can play it. And then Hyper, reveal UA Stadium, pay 1,000, now you can extra normal. Then activate UA Stadium, and then he's going to Rhoda to add midfielder. Normal summon midfielder, he's going to use Stadium. He's going to add Dunker. And then normal summon Spiker, he's going to get Stadium effect again. And that's going to add Manager. I really like how Hyper Stadium and UA Stadium work together. Haven't seen this deck in forever. He's going to Punishment, and then he's going to Chain Effect, and then he's going to Chain Fogblade, send Elder, and then Elder pop the other one. And then, yeah, I was going to say, that's GG's. He can't do anything here. And he also had Judgment, and another Fogblade, and Knight. So he was cool in there. He was for sure going to win. This deck is nowhere as good as it used to be, but it's still like a cool deck. I like the idea behind it. Like, they're all sports people, but sadly it's not really good anymore. This deck is cool with the new support too of the tier, adding more like starters to the deck, and it's a really good card engrave too. I have another Phantom Knight replay going up soon, and I'm going to try getting a whole bunch of Phantom Rage replays before I end up going to the PPG. So if you guys are excited for that, let me know. I think this deck's like honestly really cool. I don't think it's the greatest, but it's cool to watch. Right when Phantom Knights were first released on I think it was Dueling Book. Yeah, Dueling Book a while ago. I built like Lightsworn Phantom Knights the day that they came out, or maybe it was DN. I don't know. It was a long time ago. But I built Phantom Knight Lightsworns, and it was the only deck I played for like a week straight, just because you could spam out Omega and put the cards back. It was the coolest interaction. But that's gonna be it for the video. Oh no. See. There's 26 minutes. That's how long the match was. I'm starting to remember it more. Even if it's at like the very, very end of the video. But that's going to be it for the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. The DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.